Yeah, yeah. The world is so small till it ain't. Yeah, I'm building up a wall till it break. She hate it when I call and it's late. I don't wanna keep you waiting. I hope I never keep you waiting. Yeah, I think I know it all.
You got what tatted on you?
Hey, what's up? My name is CheyChavez. I'm from Palm Springs, California. I'm a white and Mexican. I'm from a more white-based culture. And I'm a tattoo artist.
You hear me? I wonder if you feel it like I still do. Love of old, it just feel new.
Keep on falling down. Keep on falling down. I know heaven is a mind state. I've been a couple times. Stuck in my ways, so I keep on falling down. I keep on falling down. Yeah. Give me drink, give me smoke, give me high, let me float. I'm a cloud, coming down, put me down, gentle now. Give me drink, give me dope. Bottom line, I can't cope. If I die, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Give me drink, give me smoke, give me high, let me float. I'm a cloud, coming down, put me down, gentle now. Give me drink, give me dope. Bottom line, I can't cope. If I die, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, I got some niggas that still owe me an apology. I'ma be the bigger man just like I always be. Eventually, but right now that's hard for me. I'm dreaming violent, I can't tolerate disloyalty. So I'ma see you when I see you. Know that.
Hey, what's up? My name is Chey, and this is my Tattoo Tales.
What's going on, T2T? Back at you here with another episode. Out here with Chey at Knuckleheads Tattoo. I know we linked up through Instagram.
Yep.
The major connection was Amanda.
Right.
She was the final episode on my last season, and she's a beautiful girl with the beautiful ink, and I know you're the
most definitely.
the one that put it on her. So shout out her, and that was a way of kind of making this happen. So
Right.
But yeah, for people that don't know, just let them know who you are, a little about you.
Well, I'm Cheyenne. I'm from the Valley, Palm Springs to be exact. Born and raised out there. I work here in Colton now, just to get myself out of the desert a little bit, kind of grow and get a different clientele base. I've been tattooing professionally for about 5.5 years now.
Okay. Yeah, no, dope. Yeah, I know. I seen your page. You do some good work. Just tell me, I don't know, maybe just a journey or just a start of how you kind of got into the game and just what it's been like to kind of just establish, yourself as an artist.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I started when I was really young. I always was drawing, painting, anything I can get my hands on when I was little. And around my 11th or 12th, Christmas, my mom had gotten me a little Amazon tattoo machine set up.
Oh, wow,
and
okay.
I just started fucking with it. Tattooing on fruit skin, like honeydew, bananas, anything I can get my hands on that wasn't my skin, or I don't want to fuck up anybody yet.
Yeah.
And from there, I just got comfortable with the machine, setting up, breaking it down, and maybe like a couple months later after that, my mom's best friend at the time let me do a little black flag logo on him. And so that was pretty much the first time I tatted somebody, and it came out pretty clean for my first one, and from there I just kind of knew this is what I wanted to do.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. It always kind of seems to start from like whether it's some type of drawing, the graffiti.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was a big interest too, graffiti. I loved graffiti growing up, and just watching the trains go by and all the sick graffiti back then. It was crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of just the step in the door to kind of get you to going in this direction or in this industry.
Right.
And I feel like having that background kind of I don't know, maybe
it pushes you for sure.
Yeah, and it just you kind of pay attention to maybe the finer details into things,
fuck
and you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying, instead of just
Hell yeah.
paste and copy. You know what I mean?
Yes,
you may
yeah.
have a little more creativity in there.
Yeah, there's definitely there's tattoo artists and then there's artists, and for sure I'm definitely an artist first because tattoo artists in this newer generation like to copy and paste a lot.
Right. So there's a difference.
Not to get on them, but
Yeah.
like there is a big difference in the industry for sure.
Yeah, that's why I specify that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we're here to talk about some ink. So just I know we got the right sleeve here.
Yeah, we got the right sleeve.
Yeah, you got some work on the leg, but let's just talk about a piece on the right arm. You have kind of a portrait of a pet back there.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
That's my first baby. Her name is Stella. It's my pit bull. I still have her today, so I got that a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's dope because just the portrait, old school, like
yeah, in the little thing. In a little photo frame.
Right. I've been thinking about just trying to maybe even, maybe hopefully I got a dope photo to throw in something like that and get it tatted because it just it looks like a clean image.
Hell yeah.
But what else you got? You got the lady there on the right arm.
So I got this lady in the front. It's just a graphite image of one of these artists that I had seen. I loved it, loved what it captured, and I wanted it on the outside to show. And it's like a really captivating piece that everybody gets drawn to first. So it's just a really sick image that I liked.
Yeah, kind of more on the dark side.
On the dark side, exactly. Yeah.
Well, let's continue down. You got a couple things. I know you have like right here on the middle of the forearm. It's a couple letters with paint brushes, I believe.
Yeah, so a long time ago, when I was, trying to sign my work, I did a upside down 5 because it looks like a C, and then it's a 5. It's kind of like my initial and then just 5 because 5 has always been my number. I don't know, it's always been my thing.
Yeah.
And so that was like my second tattoo that I had gotten ever. And then from there, it just kind of grew. I decided to throw some paint brushes on it to kind of simplify, like that was my logo at the time.
Yeah. Okay, that's dope. And just speaking of logos, don't you have like different stuff going on now? Do you do merch?
So I go by GS Gifted Soul. It just came. It came like a couple years ago. My grandma, I was over visiting her, and she actually had she was just looking at my art, and she was like, "Man, you're so gifted." And from there, it kind of just stuck.
Right. I found out who's that? Big John nephew. He did some. I don't know if he took the pictures for it or if he.
Yeah.
But I found out about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shout out him. Shout out him.
Yeah, he's dope. Sick photographer. For sure.
That's my boy. I had him on season 2, so shout out him. Yeah. But just to kind of go into the Gifted Soul thing, I know recently I seen on your Instagram you kind of did something downtown Palm Springs where you were tattooing.
Oh yeah,
down there.
Yeah.
What was that experience?
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I got hit up by Booze Hounds. They had an event. It was Pride weekend, and they actually wanted just a pop-up tattooer to come by for their brunch show. And I said, "Fuck yeah, let's do it," because I like doing little flash tattoos, something simple, quick, easy. You meet a lot of people. You get your name out there. So doing those things, sometimes they're out of my comfort zone, but in the end, it pays off for you for sure.
Yeah, no, that's got to be a dope experience. Obviously, Pride Weekend in Palm Springs
is a
little
they had
bigger.
Dancers, fucking dancing on these little poles. It was pretty dope. They had a DJ, so that was pretty sick. I got to meet a lot of cool people that weekend.
Yeah, and then just like for, as a person that's getting tattooed, that experience as far as like, most people, they had a couple drinks. You just be able to kind of get.
Yeah, a lot of them were like, this is so cool. We could just eat, drink, and then get a tattoo and leave.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's definitely an experience, something different.
Yeah, shout out them for, giving you that opportunity.
Hell
That's
yeah.
super dope. That's
Hell
super
yeah.
dope. Let's get into more ink. You got the hip piece here. It's a kind of a portrait with
yeah,
some
so my
there.
ribs was my first tattoo when the day after I turned 18. I was still in high school actually, and my mom was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" I was like, "I just want to get tatted." And at Cactus Tattoo, where I work now, I also work there. Mike Rios, big shout out to Mike Rios. He's really been a good part of my art growing up. Really looked up to him a lot. He did Salvador Dali. Salvador, he's an amazing painter from back in the day. Crazy illusion guy. So I wanted to get him, and I have Make Art, Not War. Kind of like, because I was always into Obey and kind of was fitting, but I didn't want to get the original Obey girl. I wanted Dolly in the center because he represented a lot of art.
Yeah, no,
definitely.
that's dope. Yeah, shout out him, man. I got a portrait by him as
Yeah,
well, and
super sick dude.
yeah, and that was freaking, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And just what he does now is,
Yeah,
out of
it's
this world.
insane.
So
Yeah.
shout out him. Yeah, that's a pretty dedicated piece. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
feel like for your first piece.
Right,
and,
right. That's what he said too.
position.
He's like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Didn't know what I was getting into. Probably should have did it somewhere else, but I got through it, and it's there.
Yeah, and it's there. Right. Yeah, because that's a rough spot, man. I know, just that side area is just a little more
It's
sensitive
tender.
than-
Yeah, it's tender.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. Let me get into what the stomach piece here. Case tattoo, is one of my probably 90% of my work is by Case.
Oh yeah.
So
Super
just tell me
sick
whatever
dude.
that experience was like. I know, he's the main dude for script.
Oh yeah,
nowadays.
yeah. I had to go to him for my stomach. It says wisdom through suffering. So by that, I always felt like you go through hardships, you go through a lot of things, and you always learn from them, and some sort of something good comes out of it. Whether it's a lesson, a blessing. There's always some wisdom through the suffering. So from that, I just wanted to get that blasted on my front, and I knew he was the guy to do it. Super sick artist, super dope vibes. We had a lot of great conversations.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, Case, man. Since it's probably like 10 plus years now that I've known
okay.
I've
Yeah.
known Case, and like I said, he's probably done most of my work now. And,
Oh, okay.
So I just love to hear the fact that like he's really out there like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
man. And
Oh, hell yeah.
just so many people I run into or bump into, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
you can tell that
yeah.
like Case did that.
Yeah, or
Uh-huh.
like if they notice like, oh, it's all like, man, I want to get a tattoo by him. So
Yeah.
I just he's a dope dude. Shout out him again.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely.
so one thing I wanted to ask you is just more, this is a tough industry to establish yourself in, just as an artist, period.
Yeah.
But what's the experience, I guess, been like more as on the female aspect of kind
Yeah,
of just
because
establishing yourself in
it's
this
such a
industry?
male-dominated industry.
Right.
Not so much anymore, though.
Yeah,
We're
coming up.
growing. Our numbers are getting bigger for
Yeah,
sure.
for
For
sure.
sure. Honestly, I was blessed enough to know, quite a lot of people in the desert growing up. Like I've known Mike Rios for a very long time. So
Right.
I was in his shop, with my mom, with her getting tattooed. So I was always kind of in the industry in some sort. But getting back into this after I started again after high school wasn't really hard for me. My stepdad, his cousin owns the shop. Louis is the owner, so came down here one day and I was like, I want to get back into tattooing. Like, you have an apprenticeship for me? Is there a spot that I can get into in here? And he was like, yeah, come down. Show me, what you've done. Show me your drawings. I want to see everything, break it all down for me. And so I came back, showed him, we chopped it up, and we had a really good vibe going together. And he was like, you can come here. You can, do the shop, change the trashes, clean it up a little bit. And then from there, I'll teach you how to tattoo. And it wasn't until one busy ass night I was here working late with him, and we had a lot of walk-ins. And he was like, you know what? Go ahead and set up. I just want you to
wow.
do some simple stuff. And I was like, oh, are you sure? Because I had already been tattooing, but you just never know. And from there that night, I did 2 little arrow tattoos, like little matching tattoos. And from there, he's like, you know what? Like, you can tattoo. Like, you can do these little things that come in, and from there, I can show you different techniques, and then you build your confidence up. And from there, that's how I started. And he was like, you know what? You can tattoo. I'm gonna set you up a station. And it was a little weird vibe in here, from a couple people, because they're like, who's this girl? She just came in, she already is tattooing, like, so there's always that. But it's just something that you have to get over in this industry. You have to put yourself out there, because if not, you're not going to get anywhere.
Right, and almost in anything you gotta,
for sure.
yeah, you're gonna get the backlash. But I know after kind of just doing so much of this and just learning a little more about the game, it's like, it's tough to get accepted, male, female, regardless.
Yeah,
and,
exactly, for sure.
So,
for
but
sure.
that's dope that you took the apprentice role, because nowadays there's people skipping that stage.
Right. It wasn't a long time. I'd say it wasn't a long time at all. But yeah, definitely. The more you do, the more you get comfortable, and the more you can grow. You can never stop growing in this industry. No matter how good you are, there's always room to grow.
Yeah, and especially with social media nowadays.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, that's a big
there's
part,
valley,
too.
There's state, there's nation, and there's worldwide. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's endless, pretty much.
Right,
yeah,
right.
But yeah, let's get into a little more ink. I know you do have some ink.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about the hands and you know the fingers. What does it say exactly?
So my fingers actually say self-care. I got that done by Third One. He's another sick script artist. He's out of Texas. He comes down here from time to time to guest spot in LA. But yeah, they say self-care. I'm a big Mac Miller fan.
Yeah.
A lot goes into that though, because you start to lose sight, of taking care of yourself, and you just start to take care of others around you, and without yourself, there's no you. You can't take care of anybody if you can't take care of yourself. So that was kind of like I was going through kind of like a little rough patch, and I was like, let me get my fingers blasted. Hurt like a bitch. Definitely not gonna go over them ever again.
Yeah.
But definitely a good little reminder to myself, to take care of yourself. Make sure you do what you need to do for yourself.
Okay, yeah, no. And you said the fingers. I don't quite have the fingers done. Did the hand hurt more?
So no, not at all. Yeah, the hand burned. It was like a burning sensation, but the fingertips almost passed out. Definitely, it was pretty bad.
That's funny because so I just got a kind of piece on my hand here, and I honestly it was like almost one of them. Like I almost didn't feel anything. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Obviously, you feel.
Yeah. But it's bearable.
It was like, oh wow, I thought this would be a lot worse, and it wasn't.
Yeah, everybody thinks the top of the hand is bad, but it's not bad. It's not that bad. I have way worse spots.
I'll think twice before getting the fingers in.
Yeah, down there, just think twice if you really want it.
Yeah. And then you said it said self-care, and so that's your second self-care, or what does it say right above that?
So on the back of my arm it says stay grounded.
Stay grounded.
Yeah,
right above the piece is
right above
the Mac Miller piece, which is a clean.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a filler or if that was a piece.
Yeah, it's kind of like filigree, and then it was just I had a little gap right there, so I had Tito from Cactus do that. Some, kind of like a graffiti style, little drip marks, like a paint marker almost.
No, and that's real clean. It came out real dope. It fits exactly at that spot there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's clean. But yeah, no, just to, hit more on the whole aspect of being a female artist in this game, and where do you kind of see it now, just because it's growing rapidly, and not only, the quantity, but the quality as well. So,
for sure.
Where do you see yourself going in the next maybe, what does CheyChavez, got planned or up her sleeve?
Definitely opening up my own studio, for sure. I mean, this has been my family for, a good 5 years, so leaving them is not going to be easy. I'm comfortable here. Everybody's family. I love it. But definitely opening up my own studio in the next, couple years.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably the overall goal for maybe every artist,
right?
The kind of final stamp.
Yeah, I don't want such a cliche tattoo shop. I want more of a studio because I do other mediums of art. I've welded, painting, all of that. So I just want a studio that I can come to, whether that be tattooing for the day, painting for the day, and whatever else I got to do.
Yeah. No, something kind of just your own space.
Yeah,
I guess you could say.
Exactly.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Chey, man. I think we didn't really get into all the leg stuff. Maybe another time there'll be a part 2 of CheyChavez.
Yeah, hope so. When it's more finished.
Yeah.
Because I have done a couple of my own on my own leg.
Oh, dope. Yeah, artists, I don't know why, but they seem to be into that they're able to,
patience is a thing. I can't get in with somebody, and I know how I want it to look, so I might as well just do it myself if I can reach the spot.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't imagine if I was an artist. I don't know where I would be now if I don't have any space left or any of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's dope to be able to do such things.
Hell yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, thank you, Chey. I appreciate you kind of just, making the time out the day. I know it's a little busy in here. You got a couple appointments today.
Yeah, for sure.
But just for making time out the day to,
hell yeah, no, thank you. Shout out to you for actually doing something like this, because, a lot, the tattoo culture is growing a lot. As we get into it, it's more accepted. It's everywhere. Everybody wants to be inked up now, but, sometimes you lose sight of, what the tattoo culture actually is. So it's dope that, you're doing this too.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, build a community between artists or, whoever has ink. And,
right.
Or
whoever's into it if you don't have any. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
Just building a little community and, spreading good, positive information.
Hell yeah.
Is key, and that's all we need.
For sure.
So, here we are.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Thank you.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Fuck being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Shit, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. This is not a song. This a revelation. How to get a nigga gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I just want to say shout out to, Louie, who owns Knuckleheads, who gave me the actual opportunity to come, start my career and, build up my clientele, because, it's all about who you know nowadays, and, he's been a big role in my life as well. And, shout out to Cactus. I've always been a huge fan of all of those dudes in there over the years. Mike Rios gave me a shot, too, to let me work at his shop, so I'm grateful for that, and I always will be. I've been tattooed by a lot of people. So, just off the top, Mike Rios, Case One, super sick. Third one, he was a dope dude. I'm all about vibes. So, that's big for me. So they've all been pretty sick.
Yeah. The world is so small till it ain't.